Welcome to the Mississippi Valley State University Sports Network postgame press conference, where the Devilettes were victorious in their efforts against the Grambling State Lady Tigers 79-61. We're joined by Ashley Walker Johnson, head coach, senior guard Kristy Parker, and senior guard LaKendra Bassett. Coach, could you open up with your comments on tonight's game, please?
I'm just extremely proud of my kids. You have no clue how happy I am for them and proud of them I am. Everyone knows we've struggled big time, and they're really starting to buy in and believe. I think we buy in, but we don't always really believe and trust the process. And so it's starting to show, and it showed tonight big time, and I'm just happy for my kids. I'm extremely proud of them. I thought they did a good job. I thought they put 40 minutes together. For the most part, we always talk about 40 minutes, and I think this was probably our second game. The first game would have been Austin Peay, that we competed the entire 40 minutes. We put together a game plan. They were able to stick with it and stand by it, and so I'm just extremely proud and happy of it, and happy for them. Excuse me.
Coach, you mentioned the other night you can't score 80 points and score 40 points. You come out and score 40 points to win. You scored 80 the other night, 82-84. You scored 79 tonight. Talk about the offense that you can do now.
I mean, it came from everybody. Everybody that stepped on the court scored, but we talk about sharing the ball, moving the ball, passing the ball. And when you do that, you break down the defense. And because we moved the ball as well as we did, I had 5 people in double figures tonight. And so that's something we've got to continue to do. I think sometimes they got to see it to believe it, and they saw it. And when I let them know not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 people scored in double figures, they couldn't believe it, and they were extremely happy and excited. And so we can put up points when we want to. And so, again, like I said, there's no way you can score 86 points and then come out and score 40 and think you're going to be victorious. That's not an option. We have to move the ball, and we have to be able to make shots. We have to shoot the ball with confidence. We have to make our layups, because everyone knows we struggle with blowing layups. And then we got to get to the free throw line and knock down our free throws. And we did that tonight.
Parker, talk about your leading the team that's scoring 17 points.
It was just my teammates really just passing the ball, like Coach said. We moved the ball real good tonight, and they carried over from Saturday's game. And I just let the game come to me again and just play ball.
Talking about this team here against Grambling, it's going to be offense tonight to beat Grambling. There, it was defense. You forced them to go out, so they just couldn't do anything. And what about the matchup with Valley and Grambling? You dominated tonight, almost domination there. They get back into it in Grambling. What is it about this matchup between Valley and Grambling?
For us, we're small, everyone knows, and so I think we do a better job, and we play well against teams that are guard-oriented. And Grambling is one, Southern is one, and there's a couple other schools that are kind of like us. And so we match up well with people that play a lot of guards. And at one time they had 5 guards out on the floor on a couple of different occasions. And that works well for us because we don't have a lot of size. And so I think it's a good matchup. They make my kids play defense. They're extremely skilled. Hill is very crafty. Boyd shoots that ball well. And they got a few other people that can knock down shots. Cameron London knocked down, I want to say 3 or 4 threes in the first half there. And then we were able to kind of lock in. But I think we did an excellent job on the defensive end. We caused them to have 26 turnovers. We had 15 steals. So not only offensively, but defensively. And I truly believe, and I keep telling them this, when you play sound defense, you can score with ease on offense because a lot of it turns into transition buckets. And then you get your mojo going. And so I think that's exactly what happened. It started on the defensive end because the first quarter, they were getting back, throwing the ball over our head. We wasn't getting back in transition. They beat us 13-21. We settled down. We started playing defense. The turnovers started rolling. Then they started getting out in transition and making now shots in the half court.
Bassett, again, a lot of work tonight, 36 minutes of play. You get the double-double tonight, 11 points, 11 rebounds. Gosh, that's supposed to be leading.
Triple. I gotta interrupt. Triple. She had 10 assists. I just had to throw that in.
Yeah, and 10 assists. Talk about your play tonight.
Going to the game, I thought about getting my teammates involved, and as it turned out, we won. So that's all I thought about during the game, and just put us in a position to win the game. And then each of our teammates pitched in, so they helped a lot.
Sometimes you look at the basket a little bit more than others. Tonight, when one looked at the basket more, you scored more. What determines whether you look at the basket or look for the option? What determines that during the ball game or at night? Throw the game, huh?
Yeah, whichever comes. So, yeah.
Other night, a lot of hard work the other night, but tonight you come out and fatigue was not an issue tonight. Talk about the energy, coach, of your team after a tough night the other night and come out and kind of blow a team out tonight.
I have a team that has become very competitive, and their want to has just started to super exceed anything else. And the good thing about it is they're all fast and they hardly ever get tired. And that's the good thing about having these small guards. And we just went over some things yesterday, worked on shooting, worked on some of our offense that we tend to run and things we need to do. And so we had a solid practice yesterday, but knowing we have to write our own story, knowing we were going to have to come out, didn't want to overwork them too much, but watch film, go over some of the things that we like to do and things that we're still struggling with, and just kind of have a light shoot around the day where we're just getting up shots. I think they do a good job of getting rest. I don't always like how they get their rest because I need them to get off their feet, but they're growing and they're maturing and they understand I need rest. I need to eat right. I need to drink a lot of water because I have to be able to perform back to back. And again, those things that we talk about, I'm seeing that take place.
Parker really locked in tonight. We're talking about locked in, focus on the game. You knocked down your free throws, almost perfect tonight. Talk about that and where you're playing now, this part of the season.
Tonight, I just went up to the line with a clear head and just do my daily routine and just make the basket.
Coach, would you say this win here guarantee you in the playoff game?
I would say it gives us the edge. I would say that if Alcorn get a win, then they are back with the edge, and we each have a game left. So as of right now, I don't know what the outcome is, but it gives us the upper hand. And I told my kids they have to write their own story. We don't want no one else to dictate what it is we do. And so to write our own story, we have to go out and take care of business. And that's what my kids did. I told them they had 3 opportunities. And yes, it was a hard-fought game on Saturday. And I could see their frustration, their disappointment. But it was something totally different than I had seen in the past. It was still more focused. And they came out with that same focus. And so in order for us to get in there and solidify, we have to take care of business next Saturday.
Well, what about playing Arkansas Pine Bluff, a team you beat at Pine Bluff?
I mean, we have to win that game to solidify. So for us, it's not like, we only want to beat the top dogs. We want to beat everybody. We want to continue to work on ourselves, continue to get better, and we want to be respected. And so that's a game we have to have. And it doesn't matter who it was we were playing, whether it's Pine Bluff, whether it was any of the Alabamas. That's the last game that's going to make the determination. So we have to come ready. Yes, we were victorious over them on their home court, but again, they're going to come in and possibly want to stop us from getting into the tournament. And so we have to be able to take care of business and write our own ticket.
And they struggle throughout the season. Look at some scores really lopsided. How do you keep your team focused over the next 2 days, make sure that they don't lose focus and then drop the game?
I like to let them know what it is, really. You've won, looking at this, 4 games, so we're not getting big head. 4 games in conference. We've given a lot away. So, we still got a job to do. So either you're going to take this 4 wins and think you've really done something, or we're going to just learn from this, use this as motivation to go ahead and get that W so we can go into the tournament as hot as we can be. And that's with 2 wins. It can't be 3, but it's with 2. So I think they understand what's at stake. And our main objective is to get into the tournament. And everyone is 0-0 when you get in a tournament. And my kids are playing extremely well. I don't see them getting that, but I can bring them back down to reality real quick because the goal is to get in, and we're not done yet.
Talk about Holman again on the inside. She's catching the ball, and she's finishing now. She's getting some rebounds. She's tapping balls to herself. She's really come a long ways this season.
Most definitely, and that's always been there. The frustrating part with Jazz is she is our most hardest working 4 player. She is. What I know from her is she can jump out the gym. She still don't want to box out. You know, she jumps out the gym. She snags rebounds when she wants to. And I know for a fact she can finish when either one of these or anybody else dishes the ball off to her. And she's just struggled. She's struggled with having confidence. You know, and I keep telling her, babe, you're fine. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. And that's one thing I know she's capable of doing. Is any one of these to anybody else dishing off and she's right at the gas, she can finish. And she can get rebounds for us and play solid defense for us. And that has to continue for us to be successful.
Bassett and Parker, what is y'all looking forward to in the game Saturday against Pine Bluff? What will be y'all role in Saturday's game?
I'm just going to go in and play, continue to play hard for my team.
Just to continue our momentum. The last 2 games, we've been playing as a team, so hopefully that carries over and we can get the win as well come Saturday.
And that'll wrap up our MVSU Sports Network postgame press conference. Thank you, ladies.